that was a much improved second half. Did you say anything to the boys at half time?
Yeah, I probably can't say it on your BBC channel. I've got to be honest, I picked a team today that you could probably say after the 45th minute, what am I doing? I've gone with a little bit more height in Dave Stevens, a little bit more presence in Tom Champion, centre of the park. I knew the pitch was going to cut up. I knew they was going to play their 3-5-2. I felt it was going to be very much about, like I said in the interview, bite, bollock and fight, hooking balls in areas. The first 45 was shambolic. I felt that we've got a lot of experience in that team. Jamal Fifield, Dave Stevens, Femi, Mark Ricketts and Tom Champ, Matt Reed through the middle up top, and we was undercooking things. We was dropping too deep, centre midfielders had to win the first headers. They second balls, they were picking it up, and I tried to just say to them, we need to get higher. We need to allow the centre halves to do their jobs. That's what centre halves are paid to do, head the ball. And I felt we started on the front foot, and second half, I thought it was excellent. I felt we come out, warranted going 2-1 up, and you just question the goal against in terms of the runner on the left-hand channel, the ball into the box, which, to be fair to McCallum, was outstanding first touch, which set him to finish with great quality. So, as a paying punter, I think they've got their money's worth this evening. I felt that both sides had a right go, there was an honesty to it, and it was a good derby feel.
Yeah, well, the Boreham Wood fans absolutely loved it, didn't you? I mean, how about the terrific support from those guys, especially when Kane Smith scored the goal and he rushed over to them with his arms aloft, and they were loving it.
I've got to be honest, I'm gutted you brought that up because I wanted to mention that they were absolutely amazing. They were unbelievable this evening. From going 1-0 down on the 13th minute, they continued, they rallied, and in fairness to them, I think they played a massive part in us getting a result here tonight. And if they can travel down to Maidenhead, if they can come home to Torquay and get coming in their numbers, trust me, you'll play a massive part in us being successful this year. They were outstanding, yeah, absolutely outstanding.
Unfortunately, you've dropped down the table a little bit, but you know, you're still right up there in contention. There's only 4 points there that separate something like third and eighth or something like that. It's really tight up there in the playoffs. But how important is it to end up finishing as high up as you can, especially given that second and third place have such a massive advantage over the other teams?
Exactly that. You said 2 and 3 obviously get an opportunity to wait and see who they're playing in the one-off game at home, which is massive for any club because they can bolster their support and give them an opportunity of progressing through. The aim is to finish as high as possible. We started an unbeaten run. We played Hartlepool on Saturday. I felt we was worthy winners. If we had won that game, coming away to Barnet, picking up a point, 4 points from 2 games would have been very positive. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We now focus for Maidenhead. We need to ensure we do what we're doing. We've got a tough run in terms of the people that in the league, in the positions they're in, and we need to make sure that we perform like we did in the second half as opposed to the first half.
So ultimately today, it's a point that you've gained. I think at half time though, you probably would have taken that.
I said to Cams, just because we come out early, and I said, I think I might have had one picking the team that I've had because I don't think they did what I asked them to do, and I expected them to do what they wanted to do because Tom Champ is a very, very good right side centre half, and he understands the game. And I felt that we was getting in positions where he was coming onto the ball and he was picking up these loose man. I felt that the back three were hanging the 3 midfielders out to dry as such, and we tweaked it slightly in terms of start positions, organising. When we went 2-1 and it was 82, 83 on the clock, you're assuming, can we go and win the game? I probably should have changed shape. They went to a 4-4-2, should have changed shape a little earlier. We didn't, and then the change of shape enabled us to get back on the front foot and we looked like the team to go and get a goal. But look, we've played Hartlepool and Barnet 2 years ago. They're both in League Two. For me, we started an unbeaten run. We go to Maidenhead on Saturday with the focus to go there and get a result.